my topic, treatment that produces happiness, feeling good, and prosperity. And remember, my definition of prosperity is that it means just to go forth with enthusiasm to do what it is that is in your heart to do. That's it. That's it. And you just begin. See, everybody said, when I have enough money, then I'll will it. When I get all my bills paid, then I'll do that. When I get rid of that person, when I get a mate, then all this stuff is making everything out there more powerful than you are. Well, this is the reason. No, it happens, and you look for a reason. Come on. So treatment, and I studied the metaphysical teachings, and then I went to the seminary of the Ernest Holmes School of Religion, which was science of mind, religious science. Not Scientology. They always want to, is this, no, listen, no. And it meant making a science of the basic principles that you find throughout all teachings and all religion. What were the basic fundamentals that you could find through all your research? And that's a really good way to do research. And so he called his prayers treatment. He didn't call them prayers. And also the word pray is what say animals do on another animal, or a person does on an animal. They prey on them, that they watch them and they pray. And so that's a strange word that has like a victimizer on a victim word, pray, and then prayer, to pray to not ever somebody out there, but how you actually heal a problem. And what heal a problem means, now, it's very interesting too, because I do words. But heel is also on your foot. And so going barefooted brings a lot more vitality, a lot more health, and all good stuff. And tuning in, you see. Because as you listen, you tune in and you listen within yourself. Not to the voice, not to the mind, not to the thinking process. This is not conversations with your mind. Come on. And most people, that's all they're doing. They're just talking to their mind. And what is the mind telling you? Because it's not really you. It's a foreign kind of a voice that is not us. Because we don't need to talk to ourselves, because we are wisdom. We're all knowing. That's who we are. So treatment is so magnificent, and he had 5 steps of treatment. I've kind of added 6, but steps are only necessary as long as you need the step. And then when you don't need the step, because you're already there, you don't just need to keep using the steps. Steps are not the goal, you see. They're to get you there. And when you're there, you don't need the steps, because then you keep reclimbing those same things. So anyway, treatment, then you treat the situation to bring it back to natural or normal, or that which is whole, complete, and perfect. And treatment is actually, I have to write down, because is what I tell myself of the truth that already is. And I'm not trying to make something happen. I'm not trying to get rid of something. I'm not focusing on, oh God, give me, a new car. Oh God, give me this. And oh God, give me that. And oh God, give me this. And oh God, get rid of this. And oh God, do this. And all. So what that's doing is, again, you're putting your power outside yourself. And people are always asking for someone or something, help me. And that's one of the problems, is when everybody has enough problems, then they say, well, I'm going to go get somebody to help me. So I'll make someone else the authority, which means the author of my life. They start scripting and then controlling and running my life. And life is who I am. It's not what happens on the outside. You are life. So anyway, treatment, we would say, if we say, for instance, a person wanted to have a mate, a loving, supportive, empowering person, partner, beloved. And so what would you do? So to treat it, you would want, and like what I'm doing right now is I'm doing a treatment. because I'm speaking in a way that is more harmonious with absolute truth, and you are absolute truth. So I'm telling the truth about you. Now, the truth is, there is one power. Now, there's not a power for evil and power for good. Actually, Zoroastrians kind of brought forth the teaching of there's an evil equal to God. There's God's evil self, the other evil person. No. Now, that does not mean in this realm you don't witness and you see the good and the bad, the evil and the good going on, because this is also a duality that runs on these two opposites fighting each other, each claiming superiority or domination over the other. But you don't want to do that. What we're going to is the absolute. And that absolute is the divine, and it's who you are, which you're part of, and that's where we're already unified as that. We just need to recognize that, and then in our dealings or whatever, we discern the truth from the false. And we also can discern what other people are up to. Doesn't mean you don't wish them well and love them. You're not judging or hating, but you are discerning. And you only want to bring people into your life that are in your consciousness, because it's in your consciousness. So if you have a consciousness of violence, you'll bring people violent into your life. Or you will be violent upon these people because they're bringing violence into their life. So if you want to tell the truth to do a treatment, you have to tell the truth of what already is, and what already is there is one power, and that is the absolute power, and you are part of that. Yes, so that power is whatever that is. That's what you already have, because it's who you are. It's an intangible in that way, and it comes from your knowing. So you would say there's only one power, and that power is my power. That power is with me, where you're affirming that. You see, this is the first step and the second step of Ernest Holmes' 5 steps of treatment, and it was really, really good. And then some people start to say, well, you don't ask God, you just start demanding. This isn't about God right now, the treatment. This is about you getting in right relationship with the divine. So then the symptoms that are appearing of pain and suffering and lack and limitation and fear have no place with you, you see, because you are knowing the truth that always is. It never changes. There's not two powers. It wasn't like people said, well, after the flood, then God changed God's mind, said we could go kill and eat little animals. Really? God never changes what God says. No. Things don't. And then as somebody said, well, I'm God's what do you call it, authority here on earth. But who's God? What's God? Who are you talking about? And it's telling you could now do this and that, and everybody goes, oh, good, they said I can. Wait, don't give your power away. You have the power. So a treatment then, it was the third step, is then you say, what's the truth? And the truth is that I already have loving relationships in my life. Who I truly am loving, and I only attract loving and supportive and empowering people into my life. And I'm knowing and speaking the truth. You see, all you have to do is convince yourself. See, I was trained as a spiritual mind healer, as a therapist. And the key was, don't agree with the person with the challenge who's come to you. Don't agree with them. And what people say, and I was watching this one internet program that I like, and what I noticed is that people were all starting to, in the chat room, complain. Complaining keeps the problem. So I'll teach you more on treatment coming up.